I've been thinking about you, and I got something for you today. To be honest, the closest you can get to Valentine's this year.
That is crazy.
Happy Valentine's, boy. Welcome to the I'm Catholic Project. Welcome to the I'm Catholic YouTube channel. Today we're talking about being single. I think it's quite a hallmark part of this channel at this point. We have literally zero prospects.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
In all seriousness, today we're talking about Valentine's Day. It's this weekend.
Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend?
So I'm splitting this video into two parts. Number one, I want to talk about the theological and historical roots of Valentine's Day. Number two, I want to talk about the clickbaity title that we put right at the beginning. The actual day-to-day experience of how you go through Valentine's Day as a single person. So let's start off with the history of this. Where does Valentine's Day actually come from? And obviously, many people will know that this day celebrates the life of Saint Valentine. He was a priest in the 3rd century in Rome. In fact, his name's pretty cool. It's actually Valentinus. You know, like he had that name. He seems like if Valentinus walks into the room and like, you listen to this dude. He was a priest. And at that point, the emperor was Claudius, the Roman emperor was Claudius, and Claudius wanted to go into war. And he needed young men to staff his army. He needed soldiers, right? And he found that a lot of young men weren't entering into the army or weren't signing up, volunteering for the army because they were getting married or they were prioritizing their family, prioritizing their wives. And so what Claudius did was he banned engagements and he banned marriages in Rome at that point so that young men would be forced to go into the army. And Saint Valentine said no. And what he did was he started marrying young couples secretly, underground. He'd go to their house or they'd meet in like very private space in secret, and he'd marry these couples. And he did this so much that it became almost common knowledge, but a common knowledge secret, until one day that secret got out and Valentine was arrested. His jailer, or the person who was running the jail, was a guy named, I think, Asterius. And Asterius had a daughter who was blind. Asterius knew the faith of Saint Valentine and he asked Valentine to pray for his daughter. And he did. And like an incredible miracle happened, and his daughter was granted the gift of vision, and she was able to see again. And little side fun fact, the day before Valentine died, and he knew he was going to die, he sent what is commonly known as the first Valentine's letter. He wrote this little letter to Asterius' young daughter, encouraging her to pursue the faith and grow stronger in the faith. And he signed it off with, "From your Valentine." The next day, Valentine was killed. He was brutally murdered just outside of Rome, I think at the gates of Rome. He actually, on his way out, tried to convert Emperor Claudius to Christianity as well, which I think is just a sign of the remarkable faith of this man. Now, having known that story, what do the theological implications mean? I think in today's day and age, we celebrate the idea of being a couple. I'm going to give this gift or buy that thing for my significant other. And it's a really awesome way of showing your love to one another. But I think that it's almost a commercialized way of showing your love for one another. In my view, knowing the story of Saint Valentine, I think the actual theological root of Valentine's Day is not just celebrating love and marriage. And there is a huge part of that. That's what Valentine literally died for, to encourage the sacrament of matrimony. I think the core of Saint Valentine's story is sacrifice. Sacrifice for love. Sacrifice for matrimony. I think in a certain way, we're not celebrating Valentine's Day to the extent that it's meant to be celebrated, or for the reason that it's meant to be celebrated. And so we know what the story of Saint Valentine's is from a historical and theological sense. Let's look at what our experience is day to day. Being single on Valentine's Day is difficult. There is so much FOMO that comes up with other people who are having these amazing relationships and who look like they're having great moments with their significant other. And it's a day where you really, we get to celebrate that. We get to celebrate that kind of love. And if you don't have that love, or if you're not experiencing or finding yourself in a relationship right now, it can feel like a very lonely place to be. But back to the point, Valentine's Day is not a day to just sit, and close the curtains, close the doors, and just eat popcorn. It is a wonderful day in any event. We get to celebrate a great man who protected and fought and gave his life for the sacrament of matrimony. And so I think there are many ways that we get to honor and commemorate his sacrifice. So I wanted to give a couple today. 3 really easy suggestions. The first one, go to daily mass. It's a Saturday. I hope you have some time. Head out to mass. Treat this day as a mini feast day. Even if you're not in a relationship right now, this is something that you can do for your significant other in the future if you're pursuing a romantic relationship or if you do want to get married later on down the line. And if you don't, that's also completely okay. You can do this for someone who is. You can do this for a couple or friends of yours who are in a relationship. You can do this for your parents. Being married is incredibly difficult. Praying for people who are in relationships, praying for people who are working through difficult times right now is a really, really great and self-sacrificial thing to do. We get to ask God to give them the grace to succeed in this relationship, in this vocation that God has called both of those people into. But 2, pray for your vocation on St. Valentine's Day. Ask Him to intercede for you. If you're discerning whether you are called to the married life, if you're thinking about, living out a life as a consecrated single person, or if you are discerning the priesthood or the sisterhood, I encourage you to ask St. Valentine to help you on this day. If you are called to marriage, pray for your significant other. I don't know what their situation is, but there's also a very good chance that they're not having the easiest Valentine's Day either. Pray that they may have the grace to persevere and to continue through a difficult day, but hopefully a day that you guys get to celebrate together in the future. A final one for my fellow single people. So lonely. Cut that out. Anyway. A final one for my fellow single people. Valentine's Day can also be a really great day to celebrate community. There are a lot of people who will be struggling through this day. There's a lot of people, as I mentioned, who will have FOMO and who will feel like they don't know where to go, what to do. On this day, probably above many others. And so I encourage you, lean into your community, gather your single friends up and just hang out. You don't have to make it weird. Don't try and make it a singles meeting party. We're not trying to set up a speed dating session. You can just hang. You can just chill. You can just be in community. Guys, if you're single, hit up Raul. We'll put up his cell phone number at the bottom of this. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this kind of content, or if there's something you're interested in, or if you know that someone would be interested in this kind of content, please share this video with them. I hope that it will be able to help them. My name is Marco Manzella. I'm Catholic and I'm proud. I'm also very single. So I'll see you guys soon next week. Ciao, guys.